guys, it's YXBA and I'm back with another video. So today I want to talk about one of the metrics that people are using to determine the winner of Game of the Show at E3. There's a thread right now at NeoGAF, and I will leave a link to it in the comments below, called A Look at YouTube Trailer Views from E3 2016. It's posted by a user named Fediak. I don't know much about this guy, but I don't see any indications at all that he's kind of joking about this, but he does say at the beginning of the thread, with this infallible metric, we can determine the true winner of E3 once and for all. At the time of this post, it's pretty hilarious. I mean, Watch Dogs 2 was at the top of the list. It had 7,673,130 views, with 42,938 likes. Down at number 4 was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with 5,338,256 views and 120,000 likes. So basically 30% fewer views, but 3 times the likes. If you're like me, there's got to be some alarm bells going off. I'm a YouTuber, so I know how some of this stuff works, so I thought I would talk a little bit about this metric because to me it's got a lot of holes in it. So yesterday I was reading an article about how successful the YouTube video was for the Xbox One S. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they were saying it was one of the most popular videos on the Xbox channel in the channel's history. Okay, so, I read that article and I wanted to do a little bit of YouTubing. I probably went and turned on Super Metal Dave's latest video or Player Essence, I don't know who it was. What was the first thing that I saw before seeing their next video? It was, of course, an ad for the Xbox One S. And the ad itself was actually the YouTube video that people were claiming was so successful. And did you know that if you let those videos play without skipping them for more than 30 seconds, that ends up counting as a view of that video? So really, this metric could largely come down to whoever is spending the most amount of money on promoting their actual YouTube videos. So that's one big factor. I would think that the videos that are getting a lot of likes versus how many views that they're getting are the ones that are a little bit more legitimate, and the ones that are getting a ton of views but not very many likes are more likely to be ones that were mostly advertised videos. That's one factor that throws this entire list completely off. Okay. Another factor is that when a game is multi-platform, it's more likely to get more views on the internet. Like right now, what do we have? About 12 million Wii U's out there. They're basically getting close to half of the install base of the Wii U to watch the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild trailer, which is really, really impressive. Watch Dogs 2 is going to be on PC, it's going to be on Xbox One, it's going to be on PlayStation 4. If you add up all the PCs that can run the game, all the PS4s, all the Xbox Ones, you're probably talking about an install base of over 100 million. So you're really only getting about 7% of the people that own the product that game runs on actually bothering to watch the video, and an absolutely atrocious and pathetic number of those people actually liking the video. So yeah, that's another big factor. How about this? God of War right now has 8,378,277 views on YouTube, and that's very impressive. It's a very visually impressive game. But as all YouTubers know, like, you can put out the best video in the world, but if you have a fewer number of subscribers on your YouTube channel, you're not going to get as many YouTube views. So in this case, the PlayStation channel right now, they've been doing really well. Very popular run of consoles and a lot of PlayStation fans. So they currently have 4,722,000 subscribers. That gives them an edge right away when you compare that to Nintendo. At the current moment, the Breath of the Wild trailer actually has 6,413,000 views. And Nintendo's YouTube channel only came along later than the PlayStation 1, and obviously Nintendo hasn't been having the most success overall in the last few years, so their subscriber count is at 1,774,000. The math gets a little bit complicated, but I mean, the fact is, the average video on a channel that has 2 or 3 times as many subscribers is going to get more views automatically. So it's not any indication of which game won Game of the Show just because it happened to be a trailer that was in a YouTube channel that is much more popular than another. These are 3 major factors, and I just think, for me, I'm always a little bit skeptical whenever I see data being used to prove a point. I think you have to look at it kind of from both sides and try and figure out if it is a legitimate metric or not. In this case, I have to say that it seems like a bit of a fraud to me to suggest that you can go based on YouTube videos to determine which game won Game of the Show at E3. And this is just one more reason why I don't really like awards. Especially I don't like the Game of the Show award, because it's even worse than Game of the Year, in my opinion. I just don't like the fact that we don't really have a standard that is fair and equal to determine the winner of certain awards, and there always ends up being biases that come into play, and I think it's mostly about thumping egos, and I would rather focus on playing the games that I love and trying to make the best YouTube videos that I possibly can for you guys. So again, thanks for listening. I would love to know what you guys think about this subject. Am I missing something? Maybe this is the most legitimate metric known to mankind. If that's the case, I'd love to hear from you. Or if you agree with me, please like this video. And if you want to hear more from me, please subscribe.